Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359. Welcome back to Let's Play Fable 2! Last time, we ended up going through our childhood, getting shot in the head out of a castle, somehow managing to survive, and in this part, we're going to be going to the Bower Lake tomb in order to, find out how we can get revenge on Lucian. But, first things first, looks like we've got something right here. So, if, that means jump safe. I tried turning off tutorials, but I guess tutorials are still going to be going on. Anyway, your dog can find certain treasures and certain dig spots for you. And in this case, he found a rubber ball, which gets us a new expression. So you can find books to train your dog to find even more valuable hidden treasures. So pretty much your dog can do quite a bit. If you want to play with your dog, which I want to do... Come on, dog. I want to play fetch with you because that's actually an achievement in this game, is to play fetch with your dog. I guess not. I guess my doggy doesn't want to play. But pretty much your dog will follow you everywhere you go and get used to that. So, let's open up this old chest right here. It's covered in moss. It's old, it's ranked, and we get a children's health potion. Tastes like cherries mixed with turpentine. Ew. For your owie level injuries. So, that takes care of that right there. Now, there's a day and night system inside this game, and you're going to be seeing it a lot. But, for right now, let's go into the Bower Lake tomb. But before we do that, you might notice there's a floating key here. And you know what they say? Roxas loves keys. So, we get a silver key. These are rare silver keys, can be used to open magically locked chests found all over the world. Each chest requires a certain number of keys to open, so always be on the lookout for more. You never know what you might find inside a silver key chest. Yes, silver keys are hidden all over Albion, and if you find all of them, you can get yourself an achievement and quite the nice little treasures. There are other things to be found around Albion as well. I want to see if I can find a ripple in the water, because if we can find a ripple in the water... Is that one right over there? Looks like it is. You can find ripples in the water, and whenever you do, you can dive underneath to find treasure. So in this case, we found a potion of life. This is the same sect of Old Kingdom alchemists who said to have solved the secret of immortality, also created the recipe for this life-prolonging potion. Few have the knowledge and skills to brew it successfully now. So pretty much, we have a life potion. It will bring us back to life if we drink it, if we end up dying. So that's something that's very handy, to say the least. We got another chest right here, so why don't we open it up? This is why my episodes are going to be a little bit longer for Fable 2, because it's kind of an open world game. And Java dye. Cruelty-free, no actual Java was harmed in the creation of this robust dye made from crushed squirrels. Oh. Well then. Crushed squirrels. Now, dye is something special that's inside this game. Pretty much what dye allows you to do is it lets you dye your clothing, your hair, and change the appearance of your hero, which is very good. There is an all-black dye. Oh, we got kangaroo dye now. We're getting a lot of dye this early on. Pretty much if you get dye, if you get an all-black dye, which I'm going to be probably doing later in the game because it's actually one of my favorite colors of the dye, then, and you paint yourself all black, you get another achievement. You get a lot of achievements for doing silly, nonsensical stuff in this game, to say the least. But this is a silver key chest right here. These are the chests that the silver keys will open with, and the number on the box will indicate how many you need. So this one only requires one. So whenever your dog barks, it means he's found something. Follow him to find out what. Yeah, I know that. But we found a money bag filled with gold. So that's always a good thing to grab, is something with gold. And now it's giving me the tutorial for a silver key chest, even though I've already, done that. Opening a chest does not use up one's keys. That's a good thing to know. So, unlike Zelda, These are not one-time use keys. Alright, I could have sworn I heard our dog bark for a second, but I guess not. Right, so I think we're done messing around on the overworld right now because I got everything that I pretty much wanted to get for the time being. So let us go to the Bower Lake tomb now and actually progress with plot in this game. Instead of, you know, doing nonsensical stuff. Which this game, unfortunately, does more than, you know, normal. But let's unlock the tomb door. Alright, so here we are inside the old tomb, and what our mission is to find the Chamber of Fate.
Speaking to you through the guild seal. You will need to jump into that hole to continue. Don't worry, the water at the bottom will break your fall.
Well, seeing as how I survived, you know, getting shot out of a castle, heights don't scare me no more. I can be as reckless as I want. Anything around here? Looks like a bunch of old coffins. And I'm kind of stuck on the ledge. Okay, for a second I thought I saw rippling water, but no, that was just my dog swimming. Okay, why do I keep getting caught on walls? I wonder if I can play fetch with my dog now, because I want to... There we go. Doggy. I love ya. So... Dog. Fetch. Go get the ball. Go get the ball, boy. Don't worry. That rubber ball is pretty much forever in your inventory. That would actually unlock you an achievement as well for playing fetch with your dog. So keep that in mind. But let us jump down and get into some combat against giant beetles. Oh no, whatever shall I do? That's right, I can shoot them with the Y button, even though the tutorial's telling me to use the X button. Pretty much you can play your hero into a bunch of different skills. Whatever you end up hitting an enemy with, you'll get experience orbs for what you're hitting them with. So in this case, I'm hitting them with my crossbow, which is getting me skill experience. And what I can end up doing is I can spend that. Now, the colors represent what skill goes to what. Blue is for strength, yellow is for skill, red is for magic, and green is overall experience. As long as you have at least one of the colors and then enough of the green orbs, then you will be able to upgrade anything you want in the game. It's that simple. The level system in this game is a little bit different, but it's not too bad. Anyway, we got ourselves a second silver key. I'm not going to be going for all the silver keys. If I do, then it'll be in a later date, probably when I beat the game, because some silver keys are just off the beaten path completely. Come on. Shoot the beetles! Shoot them! Shoot the beetles! As you can see, my health is in the upper left-hand corner right there, that tiny, minuscule amount of health. Now, you might be questioning, well, what happens if you die in this game?
Creatures that you kill.
Nothing really happens. You do get an irremovable scar, but that's not really a punishment. That's more of an, oh no, inconvenience. I have a scar that makes me unattractive. Well, yeah, that's literally all death does in this game, is mildly inconvenience you. And I think you lose a bit of experience.
To go any further.
Oh, I gotta shoot it. Okay, my dog found treasure. Where do you see the treasure? Or are you pointing out that thing as being treasure? Because I don't remember you doing that inside the old file I had. I guess I can use this time to talk about the reason why this ended up becoming a full Let's Play instead of a live stream Let's Play. And the reason for that is because what ended up happening was on the live stream, the capture card started stuttering a lot. And I also just wasn't liking how it was turning out. With Let's Plays, I can control a little more things with editing, which I'm more comfortable with. And live streams, I find it harder for me to come up with commentary now. I don't know why. It just seems that way to me. Anyway, we got ourselves a rusty mace, so might as well use it. And an amazing fight, a 246% bonus experience. You'll get a lot of bonus experience in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Believe me. Right, be sure to explore the world around you. Following glowing trail is extremely useful, but there is so much more to find out. Such as right here, this skeleton. Brendan's diary. This appears to be a page from an explorer's diary recording the details of an expedition into this cave. Third day, my hand is shaking from exhaustion, but I must remain vigilant. I almost nodded off last night as we camped around the fire, but still managed to keep an eye on Eric and Drake. I've seen the greedy glimmer in their eyes, and they mean to make off with the treasure there. They mean to make the treasure theirs. Roxas cannot read. Perhaps it is time to make use of the poison, Brendan. Well then! That's gruesome. And kind of bad. So if we go over here, we can get ourselves the next of the skeletons from Eric's diary. Hey, it's me. This is an unposted letter, was written by a member of the expedition of treasure hunters. Dearest Harriet, our voyage into the entrails of Bower Lake has taken a turn for the worse. I only hope to survive to see daylight again. You were right about Brendan and Drake. They are selfish brutes, conspiring behind my back, plotting my murder so they can keep the treasure to themselves. But fear not, my love, for I have a plan to poison their water supplies while they sleep. Soon we shall be rich. Forever, feverishly yours, Eric. Wow, I'm a dick. Well, then again, that doesn't surprise me. So it seems everyone had the plan to poison everyone when it came to exploring inside this cave. Great minds think alike, I suppose. But where's this next skeleton, I wonder? Why, it's right here. Drake's suicide note. On this tattered piece of paper are the last words of one Drake Morton, explorer and treasure hunter. A man can only be pushed so far before he breaks. 5 nights without sleep while those villains schemed behind my back, losing a foot to a giant beetle and a never-ending attack of hiccups. Well, it was all worth it, for I have found it. Yes, the treasure is mine. Who knows what great hero made use of this magical gem? All I know is that neither Brendan nor Eric will ever get their hands on it. I am planning to poison them both tonight. Then I'm throwing the gem into the lake and poisoning myself too, just in case. Nobody makes a fool out of Drake Morton. Well then, they are all very stupid. So, vault on down, which means I believe the gem is inside this lake right here. Yeah, it's right there. Let's just grab it real quick, shall we? So let's dive on in and see what this great treasure is. We get a bewitching augment. This is a magical augment which will make more attractive without the need for cosmetic surgery. To gain its benefits, attach the augment to a weapon with empty augment slots. This actually gets into weapon augmentation. You can attach augments to some weapons to make them more powerful. Use your chosen augment in the item screen to attach it to an item. Be warned, once attached, you won't be able to remove it. Yes, so augments pretty much allow you to power up weapons inside this game. There are beneficial augments that will give them more properties. The one that we ended up getting, I believe it's RNG based what the treasure is. We got an augment that would make us more attractive without having to put on, you know, more attractive clothing or anything, because there is an attractive meter inside this game. And people will fall more in love with you the more attractive that you are. So, yeah, it's sort of like, what was it called? It's like The World Ends With You in terms of attractive. So you can hit LT to lock onto targets. Makes things easier. Anything else in here? Doesn't look like it. It's kind of dark, and I'm not a big fan of that. Oh! Beetles! 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 And outstanding fight, so we gained bonus experience. Let us beat up the giant beetle. I don't get why people are having a hard time with goddamn beetles. My rusty crossbow can take them out, and then I'm just whacking them with a mace. How could somebody lose a foot to one of these things? Drake, you were a terrible explorer if you lost your foot to one of these things. All right, die. 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 Alright, I think we have enough to afford something else, but we can't use it just yet. And looks like this room's gonna have something for us. So, let us shoot that, hit that, shoot that, and open up the door. Talk about slowly opening. And wait, now that I think about it, how did Eric, Drake, and Brendan even get inside here? Is there another entrance to this cave? There has to be. Anyway, we have a book called Becoming a Parent, so let's take that. There's going to be books that we're going to be finding in this game. Some books will be skill books that will give you new expressions or give new expressions to your dog. Some will be other ones. Oh, beetles.
Those green orbs hold the knowledge and experience of the creatures that you kill.
And looks like we've got ourselves some treasure here. So, let's open this up. If I can open it. I was hitting the A button. I don't know why I wasn't. Then again, this game does have button delay. Yeah, it does. We get an amethyst. Looks like we've got another treasure inside here as well. It's down over this way. But first things first, let us grab books, The Tattered Spire. That will give us more context on another thing, the Hero of Oakvale, which is reference to the first game, as you, in the first game, play as a child from the city of Oakvale. And pretty much you, in this game, are the descendant of that hero, just 5 centuries later. So, very great-grandfather or grandmother. And the end is almost nigh. Alright. Break all the boxes, because I am, if anything, a home wrecker. Let us open up this box. There we go. This game's starting to kind of tick me off with that. And we get a money bag with 150 gold. I will take that because we are going to need a lot of gold in this game. Luckily, there's easy ways of making gold, but at the same time, it's also dumb because this is an RPG and you sort of expect to, you know, be questing and hunting. But you'll find that this game tries to take a little bit more of a realistic approach, much to the chagrin of many people.
Doors lies the Heroes Guild.
Good to know, Teresa.
For centuries, this academy trained the most supremely gifted sons and daughters of Albion, bound together by the blood that flowed in their veins. Once worshipped by the people of Albion, the great heroes came to be feared and hated. No man alive today remembers the night the guild burned, and now it lies forgotten. But the heroes are not all gone. You are here, and that same heroic blood flows through you. Look around at these walls. Your forebear, one of the mightiest heroes who ever lived. At a young age, he suffered a devastating loss, from which he never truly recovered. But when the world tried to crush him, he fought back. He grew strong, strong enough to reshape the world as he saw fit. You must do the same. The guild has reacted to you. Step into the light. Learn the true power of heroes.
Again, what is the true power of heroes? Well, it's something rather
Your blood
simple.
is awakening.
That was dumb.
You can now channel the experience you have collected into strength, skill, or will. Strength improves combat with hand-to-hand weapons. Skill allows you to shoot faster and with greater accuracy. Will gives you control over the forces of magic.
All right.
Before you is a color's gate. It reacts to the will of one who seeks to use it. You have not been able to use will yet, but the simple act of reaching this place has given you will experience. You need to learn a will ability to activate the color's gate.
All right. So, we have enough experience points to do a new ability.
Look within yourself
So now we
and
have
examine your innate
abilities. And
Now
our
use the
abilities.
knowledge you have gained so far to better yourself in strength, skill, and will.
Okay. Can I speak now, Teresa? Yes. So we need to learn a new spell before we can leave. We have two options. We have Shock. We have Inferno.
Calls forth
Technically,
magical
we
flame.
can use
Time
time control.
control allows you to slow
Can
the
we
world
afford time
around you,
control?
or to move
No,
with
we are
incredible speed.
short by 18 orbs. We're so close. We can afford
create
blades,
magical
however.
swords to impale your enemies. Vortex creates a powerful windstorm that will pummel your enemies with nearby debris, or even other enemies.
So, we have Vortex, we have Chaos.
Chaos confuses your foes, making them unpredictable. They may flee, attack their fellows, or even fall in love with you.
We have Force Push.
Force Push sends a blast of energy towards your enemies, hurling them into nearby objects. It is very effective in confined spaces.
Raise the Dead.
Raise Dead causes the bones of the recently deceased to rise and fight for you.
So, what are we going to do? We're going to go with the Bioshock method. We're going to go with Inferno.
Inferno calls forth magical flames to scorch and burn your foes.
So, let us learn Inferno. You have learned the Inferno spell. Send forth a ball of trailing flames at an enemy, or scorch all those around you by summoning a ring of fire. So yes, we now have that. We also have enough to afford more things for our skill. We can't afford anything for speed, accuracy, but we can afford dexterous style.
Styles unlock special moves for ranged weapons, and other abilities crucial to a skilled fighter.
But let's go with strength, which has brutal styles,
unlock special
physique,
moves for use in close
toughness. Toughness is our health, and that's what I'm going to be
tougher hero
upgrading
is able to
first.
withstand more damage
Then I will
before
be
falling
getting
in battle.
brutal styles, which
Brutal
allow us to
styles
block,
unlock special moves
and
for
physique
use
will
in
be
close
last
combat.
because we
The
look
stronger
dumb
your
when we
physique,
are
the
muscular.
more damage you will cause with close combat.
So, you have improved your
A tougher
toughness,
hero
which
is
increases
able
your
to
health
withstand
meter.
more damage before falling in battle.
And guess what? Our health
Excellent.
barely
Can
increased.
you feel the power coursing through you? It is only the beginning. Use your will ability to hit the flit switch and power up the gate. Once activated, it will allow you to travel back to Bower Lake.
Yes, so use Bree to cast your magic spells. There are two things you can do with magic spells. You can end up hitting the B button. That will cause an area of effect magic spell. Hold forward, backwards, or however you want on the control stick, and then hit the B button, and you will hurl a spell
Well
forward.
Now you are ready to begin your journey. Use the Cullis Gate.
I will. But you can hurl spells forward. You could also hold down the button to charge up your spells. As you can see, there are different levels of spells that you can end up getting, a total of 5 levels. The more you charge it up, the more powerful the spell is, so keep that in mind. And what is this? Go to fable2.com for information on how to access gold and items your heroic ancestors left behind. Interesting. We may just do that later, but let's use the Cullis Gate and go to Bower Lake.
Use your newfound abilities to defeat them.
Okay, I'll use my newfound abilities. Fire, 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 fire. It's like plasmids, only without having anything else. Hold RT to collect experience orbs. Yes, this is the other function of the RT button, is to draw experience orbs next to you.
Meet you there.
Alright, so now we need to go to Bowerstone. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it off right here. This has been Roxas1359. Next time, we're going to be making our way off to Bowerstone. See you guys next time.